Now, as a, another, a really important reason why I think I want people to learn more about Loni and your experiences, there's a lot of people in Amigas Social Club, a lot of people in the community who are starting new businesses. Yours truly, as you know, I started.
Me too. I mean, Casa Bloom is a new business, so I'm with you guys. Yeah.
Like, what advice do you have? Because definitely I think one thing I really want to just, I try to be very transparent on my channel about like mental health and, it's not always, smiles, like there's hard moments, there's tough times, and you just pick yourself back up and some days it's task by task, some days are just day by day, and you just, don't look too far because then you get overwhelmed. So I guess, do you have any tips for anybody out there who's kind of having, as a new business owner, some hard days, like, yeah, what do you
Well, no, it's hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think perspective is what drives a lot of people. A lot of people just see the end result, but like I told you earlier, just chatting, nobody sees like the 5-10 years that it took to get here to now, and even right now, like I feel like I'm still at the beginning stages. Like my real estate, I've only been a realtor for 5 years.
Only?
Yes, but it's like
that's
when I first started, I'd be like, oh my god, I would hear about like referrals, and I was like,
you're like,
one day, and now I'm that. But it took those many years. It took that many transactions. Amigas Social Club 2 is going to be turning 4 in May. And what started with just an idea has evolved very organically, thankfully, and I have new plans for that. We want to make sure that we're really listening to the community and what it needs. So there's a lot of things that are still in the beginning. I feel like we're still at the beginning stages. And then Casa Bloom. I mean, Casa Bloom just turned 1.
Yeah,
Still,
it did.
So I'm still a new business owner.
Still a
myself.
baby. I mean, I guess in a way, it helps build that perspective.
Well, I think it kind of goes back to your first question of like tips. I think you need to decide what success means for you, because what I define as success might be completely different from what you think success is, and that's okay. So you need to have a clear understanding of what success means to you.
Okay.
Because I can be looking at something and be like, oh my god, they're so successful, and they can be like way off from what they think.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. I can be trying to be doing something that somebody else is doing, but at the same time, yeah. So define what success means to you.
That's so very true.
And then plan long term. I like the idea of planning, like retroactively planning. Kind of like what is the life goal, the end goal, the blah blah blah. Then having a 5-year plan, and then that kind of sets me where, okay, if I want to be there in 5 years, what do I need to be doing this year?
Dude, you were like